Hi guys, in this session I will explain a record and record pattern. The record pattern, it is the one of the Java 21 feature. So I will explain first record, then I will go to the record pattern. What is record? Record is a special type of class which we are using to store the data in a simple way. This is the record. So you can write a code like this: public record, emp record, and name and age. This is the record. Suppose if you write a code like this record, it will generate automatically the constructor, parameterized constructor with the name and age. It will generate, and getters and equals method and hash code method and toString method, it will generate automatically. So this is the advantage. Suppose if you write a single line, so it will generate automatically. Instead of record, suppose if you want write a employee Pojo class, okay, you have to create a class and instance this fields where name and age and parameterized constructor and override the equals method and hash code method and toString method. This and all we need to do manually. So instead of this, suppose if we use the record, it will generate automatically this and all. That is the advantage with the record. This is the syntax. Suppose if you write a code like this, which is equivalent to this class, you see the class is final and the variables also final, and parameterized constructor and name method. Instead of get a name method, and instead of get age method, and equals method generated, hash code method generated, and toString method also generated. This is the advantage with a single line of code. Custom constructor. So here it given parameterized constructor. If we want custom constructor with only a name or age, so we can create a custom constructor like this. We need to call the constructor here. Okay, this is the class name, record name, and what do you want? If you want to store only the name, populate the only name, you can pass it here and call the constructor. And the default, right, you can set it as a default 0. Age is here int, right, 0. Similarly, suppose if you want to write a validations, you can write validation like this, or else you can write validations here also after this. Okay, when to use for records? Usually we are using for DTOs in API responses. Suppose if we are getting the API response, we can use the DTOs, and immutable classes also. In place of immutable, we can use the records, and no need to use this while inheriting, because records are final. And suppose if you want to change the object, then also don't use the records. The record pattern. The record is over. Now come to the record pattern. The record pattern, you see here, the old way before Java 21. So once we get any object, assume we are getting from API response, okay, we will get that object we need to check, right, which instance, either this is emp or department, whatever, right, we need to check the instance, which instance is this. So we are following like this code in the before 21, Java 21. Okay, in Java 21 record pattern, suppose if you call any other services, that service it will give the object. Assume we have the object obj, so directly we can check. This is the pattern. So instead of the class emp record, we can check like this. Okay, emp record name and age pattern we are checking here. So before how we were, so directly we are checking with the class, and in 21 we are checking the pattern. This is the record pattern. So no need to do casting explicitly, so it will understand. That is the advantage. And pattern matching for switch statement. Suppose if you want to check that object, right, in the case statement, so we can use like this. The object we can pass to the switch statement, and either this pattern, or in one more case we can write. So multiple cases we can write. If anyone match, then it will go to the default. This is the pattern matching. Let me explain you in the code. See, this one, right, this is the employee Pojo class. So we have name and age, two fields, and parameterized constructor I have given, I have written, and getters also, and what else, and equals method also I have overridden, and hash code method also I have overridden. So you see how many lines of code is this. So I am going to use the record. This record, you see here, this record, not class, I'm selecting record. Okay, string name comma age. In age is the int data type. That's it. Okay, this record which is equivalent to this class. Okay, this name and age, right, those are the final variables, and the class also the final, so we cannot override this. And by default it will give hash code method, equals method, toString method, and a parameterized constructor. Suppose if you want customized constructor, custom constructor, right, that also we can write here. So let me explain first this. Guys, you see here I am creating the class here, class object. Okay, I am populating the values, I am passing the constructor. You see the ROM and age is 100. So toString method I am printing, hash code printing, and name also printing, age also printing. Actually if you open this one, right, nothing is there. This is 2 lines of code, but I am trying to print this and all. Let me run it. Okay guys, you see here, this is the toString method, and this is the hash code, and this is the name, and this is the age. See here, name method, not get name, name method, and age method, not get age. Okay guys, okay, now we can come here. Here for custom constructor we can go. Okay, we need to call the constructor calling. We need to do constructor calling. The name we can set it, and age we can set as a default. This is one constructor, and another constructor. Suppose if you want, right, with the age, by default I am setting, and age something I am writing the 5. This is the custom constructor. Okay guys, suppose if you want to call this constructor or this constructor, you can call from here. First time I am not calling this name, and second object. Okay, now you see, sorry guys, let me change that name also. This is one first object, and this is second object, right? Yeah, I'm changing. Now let me run it. You see here, what is the name? The name is not printing. Wait, up to here it's over, right? I think I have hard coded this one, right? Sorry, clear it. Let me run it again. So up to here it will print, yes, and age printing, and name is not there. After that name is there, and name is age is 0. By default I have set it up, right? I have done. Okay, yeah, this one. Suppose come here, this one is final, right? Suppose if you want to write any variables, instance variables, it won't allow. You see here, it is not allowing, so it will allow only static and final methods. Static. Okay, you can write email or status, whatever. Suppose if you want to write validations, suppose name is blank, okay, then you can write validation here. Name should not blank. Okay, I am passing. Let me give the empty. So it should throw an exception. You see, illegal access exception, name should not blank. Okay guys, this is the record. We'll go for record pattern. Record pattern is the Java 21 feature. Okay, this is the before Java 21. So once we have the object, we are checking using the instance of keyword. Okay, in the before 21 is that. In the 21, you see, this is the way to check. I'm checking this one. Okay guys, let me comment all these things. And if this instance, let me change it to object, object object. This object is emp record, then I'm printing the name and age. Here I'm directly creating. Usually we will get from other services, any other method or other services. So in that case, so we are going to check this object, which object is this, using if condition. Suppose if emp record object, then I am printing, you see, emp record object. Okay guys, so suppose if it is multiple if conditions, then switch statement is better than if condition, right? So we'll go for switch also. Okay, this one, let me copy this. Okay, yeah, instead of if condition, simply we are going to switch condition for better performance. That's it. Here I am checking instance, the switch I am passing to the object, and the emp record, if it is emp record, then it will come here, or else it will go to the default. We can write multiple cases. Okay, let me run it and I will show you. You see here this object, right? Yeah, thank you guys, thank you for watching.